Okay, so we're still in section 1.6. Now we're talking about solving equations with rational exponents. And these are two of the properties that the book has. It says if m is even, x to the m over n is equal to k. Then we can say x to the m over n raised to the n over m is equal to plus or minus k n over m. So if that's the case, this is going to cancel out and just x is equal to plus or minus k n over m. Now, if m is odd, x m to the n equals k. We do the exact same thing. Only difference is we do not have a plus or minus here. Just k is raised to the n over m. It's going to cancel each other out. X is equal to k. So let's do an example. The first example, let's say, is if m is even. So we will have x to the 2/3 minus 8 is equal to -4. We have that. We see our m. 2 is our m, and 2 is even. So we know that we're using this part right here. So now that we know that, first thing we want to do, because you see we have our x over here and our k over there, we have to move this 8 over here in order to get it set up exactly like that. So we add an 8 here, we add an 8 here. X to the 2/3 is equal to 4. Now if x to the 2/3 is equal to 4, we can also say that it's 2/3. This is also 3/2 because it says that x to the m over n, and we flip this right here to say n over m. So I just said n over m. And what I do over here, I must also do over here too. So this is 3/2. Now, I know these two are going to cancel each other out, and then I'm just left with, oops, forgot my plus or minus here, plus or minus. So then I'm just left with what? Exactly. I'm left with x is equal to plus or minus 4 raised to the 3/2. And if you recall in section P3, where we had a to the n over m, m over n was equal to the root of the n was here, the a was here, and the m was out there. So we know what our n and our m is, as well as our a, which our a is our 4, so we just plug it in. Plus or minus the root of 4. This right here is our m. Cube that. This right here is squared, so we don't put a 2 in here when we say square root because the default is squared. If it was cubed, then we put a 3 there, but it's understood to be squared, so we don't have to put anything there. So now that we have that, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller right up here so I can have some room. And we said a, I had this, and I had that as m. So now, it's plus or minus, square root of 4 is 2. Cube, what is 2 cubed is 8. So our answer here is plus or minus 8. That's the answer for that problem. That is if m is even. That's how we would work that problem there. Okay, so now let's do one with when m is odd. All right? Let me erase this one. 3x to the 3/4, 3x to the 3/4 minus 6 is equal to 0. First thing we have to do is move this 6 to the other side. So 3x to 3/4 is equal to 6. Then we still not have it completely set up yet because it says x. What do we do in order to get this x all by itself? Exactly, we divide by 3. So divided by 3, we have x to the 3/4 is equal to 2. And if it's 3/4 over here, it has to be 3/4 on that side as well. Right? Or wrong? Did I miss anything? Of course I did. You didn't catch it. X m over n, n over m. That's the only way we can get rid of that x for it to actually cancel out. So this has to be what? 4/3. And this right, that makes this 4/3. And that gets rid of this x, so x is equal to 2 4 over 3. And then we plug it into the same formula that we had last time, was x is equal, this time it's the cube root of 2 raised to the 4th power. And we leave it like that. Because what's the cube root of 2? It's some weird number. So it's not a perfect cube, so we can just leave it exactly like that, guys. All right. Let's try another one. X to the 2/3. I think I'm trying to read my notes here, and it's pretty small. Yes, x to the 2/3, x to the 2/3 minus 3/4 is equal to -1/2. Okay, so now we have to do the same thing. Get this over there. So it's x to the 2/3 is equal to -1/2 plus 3/4. Well, our denominators are different here, so we have to find that common denominator and then solve it that way in order to get a whole number over there. Once we do that, we know that x to the 2/3 is equal to 1/4. So this would be x to the 2/3 is equal to 1/4. So we take this and we say 3 over 2 here, 3 over 2 there. That's going to cancel out. X equals 1/4 to the 3 over 2. So really it is 1/4 to 3 over 2 cubed. The square root. So square root of 1/4 cubed. What's that? Square root of 1/4 is 1/2. So 1/2 cubed. Sorry, not squared, but cubed. And 1/2 cubed is 1/8. And that is our final answer there, 1/8. Alrighty. And that concludes section 1-6.